A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. Here are the latest sports headlines that's doing the rounds this Friday. And we begin with what is happening in Bangladesh. Currently, everything that is happening in Bangladesh is the center of attention because of whatever is going on in the T20 World Cup. But amidst all of that, the Bangladesh players had decided to boycott the Bangladesh Premier League and all the other activities because of the comments made by Nazmul Islam. But now there is a huge development that has taken place because the boycott call is over. Bangladesh Premier League is all set to resume from today itself. That is a huge development because there was a meeting between the Players Association and the BCB and it was decided certain steps would be taken. So from today onwards, the Bangladesh Premier League is going to start. But then there has been one major condition that has been fulfilled. That condition is Nazmul Islam has been removed as the Finance Committee Chairman, but he still remains the Bangladesh Cricket Board Director pending an inquiry that has been initiated. So that is why now the current situation is Bangladesh Premier League is set to resume. Some conditions of the players have been met, but on the other hand, Nazmul Islam will remain as the director, but there is an inquiry that has been initiated against him. And now, when you look at it, this is a huge development that has taken place. But not just off the field, on the field also there will be tensions because on Saturday, India versus Bangladesh is going to take place in the Under-19 World Cup. Now remember, India and Bangladesh have had a very heated rivalry in the Under-19 setup as well. You've seen them do well in the Asia Cups. In the World Cups, you've seen there has been plenty of hostility. How will the current hostility impact India and Bangladesh in this Under-19 World Cup encounter that's going to take place tomorrow? That we have to see. So yes, India is gearing up for a huge challenge against Bangladesh. Now, on the other hand, all attention is also on Indore because India versus New Zealand is going to take place on Sunday. But today there will be no training, there will be no press conference. The Indian team will not be training in Indore today. They will be resting and then they will train tomorrow and then the match, the decider, will take place on Sunday. Remember, if India loses this, there will be huge question marks on what is the viability of the white ball setup under Gambhir and also Shubman Gill, the captain, although he's just been the captain for 6 games. Then on the other hand, when you look at it in the WPL 2026, there has been a bit of karma that has taken place. Harleen Deol has ensured that UP Warriors register their maiden win in this WPL 2026. And why do we say that Harleen Deol karma has really come a full circle? Because in the previous encounter, Harleen Deol was retired hurt. I mean, she was forced to retire out. And that is why it was a big situation. In the UP Warriors' previous game, Harleen Deol was supposed to retire out. And it was only one of the few instances in which she was retired out. And that is why, after being retired out, to now getting them to a win. This is the way how the WPL has managed. And that's why kudos to Harleen Deol for ensuring that she got the win for her team. Now, as far as the Vijay Hazare Trophy is concerned, we now have our first finalist because Mokade's century has ensured Vidarbha have managed to knock out Bengal, Karnataka, and that is why Vidarbha have reached the Vijay Hazare Trophy final. But there they will be awaiting the winner of the other semi-final that is going to take place between Saurashtra and Punjab. Remember, Punjab have also been in good form. Saurashtra have also punched above their weight, and that is why winner of that will take on Vidarbha in the final on January 18th. So that's why big development happening even there also. Now we shift our attention to other sports and that is where we are going to see the India Open badminton. Unfortunately, we only have one Indian left in the fray and that is Lakshya Sen. Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy, Chirag Shetty, Teresa Jolly, Gayatri Gopichand, HS Pranoy, Kidambi Srikanth, all lost in very heartbreaking circumstances. I mean, you would remember Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty, fine margins against their Japanese opponents, but they lost out. And when you look at it, even Teresa Jolly, Gayatri Gopichand against the Chinese opponents, they lost out. It was a tough 84-minute thriller against the Chinese for Teresa and Gayatri. For Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty, it was well over 70 minutes. But all the toil and everything, they have managed to lose. And that is why now only one Indian is left in the fray, and that is Lakshya Sen. His contest will take place in the evening time. But the BWF India Open has been marred by controversy. And when you look at it, there has been one particular statement that the BWF has decided to release at this point, because I've got the statement right here. Because in the BWF statement has said that managing factors related largely to seasonal conditions such as haze and cold weather pose a challenge. Some areas of implementation, including general cleanliness and hygiene plus animal control, have required attention, and the BAI has acted promptly on those particular situations. So, every player has acknowledged that it is a challenge, but whatever way you look at it, whatever has happened at the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium has been nothing short of an embarrassment. And that is why, if you want to host multi-nation sports, you have to get your act together. The Indian authorities, the Indian infrastructure has to be upgraded to such an extent that you just can't have pedestrian facilities at this point in time. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.